everybody, it's me, Jessica, your health fitness program manager from McLean. We're about to do some real work. We're going to make a difference, adding strength, stability, muscle, tone into our lower legs. Whoa, I did this last week and I'm still feeling the burn. This is one of my favorite lower body workouts. You do not have to have any weights, but if you want to hold on to a little something extra, you're welcome to. I'm going to pass on the weights this morning. I'm just going to focus on the movement itself. You know what? Maybe I'll hold on to just something real light, just to show you where I would hold those weights. We're going to get started in about a minute. You're going to need some water. Take a sip of it now. You might even want to put some music on because the moves are going to feel hard. It's going to burn. I cannot tell a lie. All right. That's what we're here for, right? We're here to make a difference. If you're looking to build noticeable strength in your legs, this is it. This is 100% it. All right, I'm gonna move my mat out of the way because we don't need a mat until the very end of this workout. You will need something you can put your foot up on. I'm gonna use the couch for the upcoming Bulgarian split squats. But for now, let's just go ahead and start moving. We're marching in place. And while you're marching in place, get a little swing of the arms, start to pull your abdominal core in, big lift of the chest. Oh, lost all my timers. Okay. So while we're marching, I'm just gonna turn the timer on so I know what's happening. All right, maybe you start marching a little bit faster, taking a bit of a jog in place, and then we'll go a little bit forward. Just about a 4-second count forward and back. Maybe you're just making a big circle around the space that you have. If you don't have any room to move forward and backward, that's okay. Hey, Blue's Clues, does anyone see any of the timers? All right, keep going forward and back a couple more times. Oh, Jessica. All right, well, let's just do our best, you guys. Okay, this next time you come towards the back of the mat, we're gonna go ahead and get into some jumping jacks. Either actually jump in or just step in side to side. I know it's still early here. Monday mornings are the one night of the week that I actually sleep late because most other days I like to wake up early and get outside, maybe do some yoga. I actually slept through this yoga class, so it is what it is. Awesome. Go ahead, keep these arms moving for your jumping jacks. Just about 10 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Awesome. Go ahead, bring your hands up by your head, knuckles right by your ears. We're going to do a nice big knee drive. Think about your elbow coming to the outside of the thigh and then towards the inside of the thigh. It doesn't really have to touch. We're not drawing the elbows all the way down. To try and make it happen, you're lifting that knee up and then quietly returning your toe towards the floor. Let's get one more on each side over here. So a little bit of behind the thigh, in front of the thigh, and switch right to the other leg. Behind and to the front. You're moving as slow as you need to make sure that your balance is good so that you're not, accidentally just slamming that foot down towards the floor. Each time we're using our abs to lift and lower that leg. Let's get one more in each direction. Awesome. Take a moment, roll your shoulders out. Let's come to a nice little lateral side to side step tap as you work to relax a bit of the upper body. Go ahead, bring your shoulder rolls in the opposite direction. And then we'll get some good Frankenstein kicks. So a nice straight leg kick. I like to take 3 steps at the back of the mat. Toes flex towards your face. Kick, kick, kick. Still bringing that foot back down slowly, finding as much lift as you can, stretching up towards the ceiling. 2 more on each side. Then we're gonna get right into our movement for today. All right, feel free to shake it out. Find a way to relax, and we're going to come back to whatever this little relaxation technique is, whether it's dancing or maybe just marching in place, taking a little bit of movement and breath. Okay, so move number one, we're going to start with the squat hover. So both feet are about shoulders width distance apart, a little bit wider than hips width distance apart. We're going to squat down, weight mostly in your heel, but grounding throughout the foot. We're gonna shift the weight to one leg, and then ankles come towards each other as you hover for just a second, then quietly return your foot down and stand up. If you want, we're gonna alternate side by side, but as you come out of this hover, you can even sit down, come into a little bit deeper of a squat, and then press through your heels and stand up. I would encourage that. Let's get started in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. So we're just squatting down, hovering side by side, other foot squats down, weight in your heels, stand up. Squat, little hover, back to your squat and stand. So really think about how you're placing your foot on the floor, and you can do this one. Take a break, holding weights also. You can either hold these weights right by your side. I like to even put weights on the shoulders to encourage me to keep the chest up. Are you ready? Squat, hover, squat deeper again, stand up. So each time you squat a little bit deeper, make sure that the weight is in your heels. You're pressing up through your heels to lift up. So glutes are going behind you. In the squat, I'll turn to the side for the next round. Awesome. You can challenge yourself a little bit more by even staying in the hover, maybe for an extra breath. Ready? 3, 2, so weights in my heels, hips go behind, hover, really activate through that quad, sink into your squat, and then lift. Squeeze those glutes at the top. I'm really pressing hips and pelvis forward, getting that extra little bit of glute work. Awesome, take a break. We're gonna do one more just like that. I'm gonna put these little tiny weights down. Same thing. One more time. Let's do it. Squat, step in, squat, lift. All right, so if you didn't pick up what I'm putting down, we're going to change the movement a little bit for the last 4 rounds. Remember, you can stick with this little squat, hover step if you need to. Take a break. Or we're just going to add in a squat, forward kick. Back down. Did you see how slowly I did that forward kick? Let's do it together. So we're squatting down, stand up, knee drive, kick forward through your heels with toes flexed towards your face. So I'm not just kicking that leg out, because if I just kick that leg out, what's happening? Here I'm using the quad, I'm getting that good stretch, challenging the balance and challenging the abs a little bit more. Awesome. Take a break. We're going to do that same thing 3 more times, just alternating side to side, a little bit more balance happening. Ready? Here we go. So it's a little bit more challenging in the balance because we're lifted up here. So maybe your feet come even a little bit wider than shoulders width distance apart, nothing too exaggerated. And maybe you're kicking your foot out a little closer towards the floor. Take a break, because you still feel that quad firing up with extension through your heel and toes to your face. Last 2 times, 3, 2, here we go. But I want you to lift up, working towards the idea of getting your heel in line with your hip. Oh, we got it. Was that it? I think there might be one more round. Do you find that one leg is a little bit easier to do than the other? Just something to notice. Here we go. Here's that last round. Getting some good strengthening in the ankles, grounding through the feet here. Oh my gosh, as well. All right, next move, it's gonna be our short lunge. So normally, when we're doing lunges in class, You're stepping your foot all the way back. There's lots of length, and you're bringing that back knee down towards the floor to create two really wide 90-degree, 45-degree ankles. 90-degree, Jessica. Okay. But for this next one, I want you to just step back really short. So toe barely comes behind you. Toe comes where your knee might have landed before. So that as you squat down, your knee comes very close to your back heel. Very, very close as you can get it. We're gonna do 2 times of just that, of having the weight in your standing leg, bringing the knee close towards your heel, and just standing up. And then after that, option to add in a knee drive, and even option to add in that slow kick. All right, grab a quick sip of water. And let's start in 3, 2, 1. So just one leg is moving, stepping back, lifting yourself up. If you're holding on to weights, having those weights right by your side, keeping a nice lift of your chest, or even weights on your shoulders to help you keep your chest lifted. And you're standing up through your front heel. Take a break. Same thing, one more time. Find one spot, focus your eyes, commit to getting in as many as you can, but we're not racing through it. We're really thinking about contracting that front leg to help us make the motion happen. Oh, sweat starting to drip. All right, so you can stick with that same short lunge, or you can stand up, add in balance with a knee drive. Ready? Here we go. So still stepping back to that short lunge, and then without putting the foot to the floor, trying to drive that knee. Maybe you do need to tap your foot to the floor for a second, but then you can activate your core and still find that knee drive. Keep pressing up through your standing front heel. All right, one more time on this side. Option to add in that slow front kick, a little bit more balance happening. Let's do it. And remember, if this knee drive or if this kick are too much for you, just stick with this short lunge for the 4th time. Oh, awesome. Shake it out for a sec. We're gonna get the other leg to do those same motions. So get ready. Switch leg moves, and let's do it. So still, that nice short lunge and stand. This leg is tight. Even just trying to bring that knee down towards the floor. Woo! My left quad is on fire. Ooh, stand up. Make sure though you're still really pressing into your front heel to lift and lower. Let's do it again. Now the last time I did this workout, right around now, I thought, dear God, don't let there be Bulgarian split squats next, which also told me, hey, clearly, oh my gosh, we should have Bulgarian split squats next. And then I thought, Jessica, that's so mean. Oh my gosh, take a break. So I put the Bulgarian split squats last. You're welcome. All right, adding in that knee drive. Let's do it. Oh my gosh. I know someone is gonna break out the massage gun later. Take a break. We got one more time on this side. Option to add in that kick with your knee drive. My quad says no thank you. And that's okay, because it is so important to listen to your body today. It's not all or nothing. I wasn't like, workout's over. Take a break. What can you do today? That's the question. All right, moving on. Next up, we got some curtsey lunges with a knee drive into a side lunge. lunge, 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 lunge. Everybody. All right, if you're holding onto weights, I recommend just having them by your side. Here's what's happening. Get to one side of your space. We're gonna step behind us into a bit of a curtsey lunge. So your toes crossing over to the other side of the body. Hips stay as squared forward as they can. And then you get a knee drive. And as quietly as you can, step that foot out. Firmly plant your feet on the floor. Press the outer edge of that straight leg down. And then stand yourself back up. You might need to bring your toe down and find your knee drive on each side, but we're gonna work a little bit more inner outer thigh with this move in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. So find that big curtsey lunge into a knee drive, and then as quietly, as carefully as you can step your feet out. And then we're using this stabilized leg. The front leg is lifting us up, and the side leg now is pulling us right back in. Take a break. All right, I only got 2 in that time. How about you? Now that we got a little muscle memory, maybe we can get a couple more rounds. Let's do it. So still taking that delightful curtsey lunge, really just thinking about that foot placement. With all of your lunges, whatever direction your toes are pointing are the direction that your knees should also be pointing. Wow. We got 2 more times on this same side. 3, 2, 1. Oh, Fred says hello, everyone. So this is great because it's a kind of a combo of the other 2 moves that we were just doing. Take a break. You can still get that short lunge, a little bit more curtsey action, a little bit more opening of the hips. We got that step out squat, which we turned into a side lunge. But the idea is still the same. Yay! Shift yourself over to the other side of the room. We're going to do the same moves on the opposite side. 3, 2, 1. So just switch which leg is leading. This is round 1. So remember, round 1 is also just kind of letting your body feel the motion. What do you have to engage to stay stabilized here? Take a break, and then hopefully in subsequent rounds it's a little bit easier to keep it up. 3, 2, 1. Good. Make sure you're not holding your breath, as with any exercise. Keeping that slow, steady, stable breath is so good for you. Take a break. We got less than a minute left of work with these curtsey lunge side lunges. 3, 2, do it. So the more that you're really squeezing your muscles too, the more that you're going to notice a difference. You can just be stepping back and bringing your knee up and stepping to the side and stepping in and not engaging at all. Take a break if you didn't. But if you're really squeezing and tightening, you're going to be sweating right now. And you're going to get more out of it because you're putting more into it. You know, I teach and I take hot yoga, and some people leave the hot room and can wring out their entire outfit. I can refill my water bottle with how much sweat I put out because everything is drawn in and working. And I see some people who leave, and were we even in the same class? Is their towel even sweaty? Because they're just there. You could do a bicep curl like this. You can do a bicep curl like this, and it doesn't matter if you have weights or not. It's about being engaged. because you have to be engaged to make a difference. You gotta want it. All right, we're coming down to the mat. We're grabbing our one heavy weight. One heavy weight. A little bit of quads, a little bit of glutes. I'm gonna grab a kettlebell and then let's meet kneeling on the floor. Hi again. All right, we're gonna do the same move with a slight variation of leading with the glutes versus staying stacked, and it's gonna work the quads and then the glutes. All right, so here we are down on the floor. Kneeling, you can open your knees, toes stay together. We're starting off with shoulders stacked on top of your hips and you're holding a weight at your chest. I like to hold the weight goblet style at the chest, so palms supporting under the head of your weight or your kettlebell. All right, for the first move, we're gonna press into our knees, squeeze glutes, shoulders stay on top of hips, all the way up, shoulders stay on top of hips, all the way down. Okay, you're ready? We start in 3, 2, 1, begin. So we're going up for 2, and we're going down for 2. We're coming up for 2. Really keep the chest open, upper back engaged, belly pulled in, shoulders on top of hips. Squeeze glutes, push those hips forward at the top though. Take a break. All right, now we're gonna play around with the time that we move. So still shoulders on top of hips. Get ready, coming up in 3, 2, 1 for 3, 2, 1, up, 1, down. 3, 2, 1, up, 1, down. 3, 2, 1, faster down, up for 3, 2, 1. Take a break. I'm just going to stay right here. We're going to switch it up. Now we're going to go down slower and up faster. Still shoulders stay on top of hips. Keep that chest up. Down for 3, 2, 1. Up for 1. Down for 3, 2, 1. Up. Down for 3, 2, 1. Up, last one, slowly down. Great, all right. Now, last time through, shoulders on top of hips. You move at the pace that challenged your quads the most. Let's do it. I definitely feel like my quads work a little bit more when I adjust the time under tension versus coming up and down. Take a break at the same pace. Now we're going to start up nice and high. You're going to lead with your glutes. So glutes lead towards your heels and then squeeze them left. Ready? Begin. So back for 2, glutes lead, up for 2. Glutes are still leading. So shoulders stay a lot more on top of your knees this time. You're spreading your glutes towards the back of the mat, towards your heels. Awesome. Let's change that time under tension. So we'll go down for 3, up for 1. Sorry, the bird's being a jerk. Ready? Do it. Down for 3, 2, 1. Up for 1. Down for 3, 2, 1, up for 1. So I'm really pressing the shins, the top of the feet into the floor at the back, separating the glutes, really finding some space between each cheek. Woo! All right, this time we're gonna go down fast, up slow. Ready? Find that length through your spine, upper back engaged, down fast, up for 3, 2, 1. Really squeeze glutes, hips forward at the top. So even though we're going down faster, we are moving with control. We're not just letting those glutes sink towards the back because we're thinking about what's happening. Take a break with those shoulders, keeping shoulders on top of knees, right? Last time through, whichever you prefer to do, what felt the hardest, that's the one you prefer to do, right? Make sure you're not holding your breath. We got one more move to do after this. Yay, you put that super heavy weight down. Stand up. All right, last move, then we stretch. Oh, things got real sweaty on the mat. We got Bulgarian split squats. All right, so you just want to have that back foot lifted. If you cannot handle your back foot lifted, then just go ahead, stagger your legs, and even just lifting and lowering in a squat is going to be challenging. If you're just lifting and lowering though, where is the weight? Did I hear you say the front heel? That is correct. All right, if you're going to be doing a Bulgarian split squat, you're about 2 to 3 feet in front of the surface. Behind you, you can have the top of your foot, or you can have your toe on that surface. Whew. Hips stay forward. We're just going to carefully lower down and lift up. Think about that back knee coming close towards the surface that you're lifted from, as opposed to front knee really going past your toe. If you notice your front knee is going past your toe, you need to open your step a little bit. You ready? We start in 3, 2, 1. Begin. So chest is lifted. If you're holding onto weights, they can be by your side. They can be at your shoulders. Weight is in your front heel to go down, and weights in your front heel to come up as well. Yay! Keep those hips squared forward. Oh, take a break. That was great. Oh, that time flew by. All right. Only 3 more times. Set yourself up. Maybe stay in the setup, and let's do this. I want you to lower yourself down and find that extra deep stretch. Can you feel like the hip opener that's even happening with the back leg lifted? Ooh, take a break. I cannot keep that foot up there. We got 2 more times on this side. Same side, same side. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Begin. Remember, no excuses. If you are falling left and right while trying to do this Bulgarian split squat, that's okay. Because remember, you can put that back foot on the floor. Oh my gosh. And still just lunge right here. Wow. Right leg quad soreness. All right, last time, same side. That's all on my left leg. Oh, here we go, here we go. No excuses, get right into it. Nothing to it but to do it. 20 seconds of work. So you got like 1 minute and 20 seconds total of each of these single-sided moves today. Shake it out. Let's get ready. Switch to the opposite leg. And go for it. Whole new leg. Feeling that big stretch into your hip, into your quad of that back leg even. Remember, if your knee is coming past your toe in the front leg, you need to either open your step or you need to focus more on just lowering down, bringing that back knee closer to the floor / shin to your surface. Here we go. So I'm really bringing that back leg down and back as opposed to coming forward. We're letting the hips sink down. The whole waist moves. Oh my gosh, we're almost there, everyone. Oh, I'm ready for a good stretch of those legs. 3, 2, 1. Last 2 times. Find that one spot, focus your eyes, open your chest, engage your upper back, pull your core in, get that great form here at the very end. That's when it's even more important. Take a break. One more time. Let's do it. Last one, last one. Oh my gosh, we made it. Grab that quick sip of water. Make it just a sip though, because we're about to take a nice little forward hinge. All right, standing with your feet just about hips width distance apart. Take a big deep inhale, bring your arms up overhead. Exhale, we're gonna hinge at the hips. Pull your belly in as we come on down into a forward fold. Oh my gosh. Inhale into a nice long half lift. So hands might come towards your shins or your thighs. Find a flat back. Stretch your glutes towards the wall behind you. Chin is neutral towards your chest. And exhale, fingers can even paint down your legs to reach back towards the floor. Belly should come towards thighs. Take as generous of a bend in your knees as you want or need to get your belly towards your thighs. If you can't grab onto the floor, grab your opposite elbow. Allow those elbows to gently sink towards the floor. Start to shift a little weight towards your toes as you lift your hips up towards the ceiling. Relax your head and your hairline down towards the floor. And then go ahead, squeeze your shoulder blades together so your forearms might come closer towards your face, but your upper back is engaged. Take a moment, shake your head yes, shake your head no, release your fingers to the floor. Take another big half lift, flat back. Exhale, forward fold one more time. Reach your fingers down towards the floor. Step that right leg back. Release your right knee down towards the mat. And we're just coming into a bit of a runner's lunge. You can shift your hips forward or you can stay right where you were. Go ahead, cross your elbows and bring your elbows towards your front thigh. Still lifting through your chest, so working to draw this front hip back. Now fingertips start to reach towards the floor. As you send your hips towards your heels, stretch your left leg forward, flex your toes back towards your face. And then shift the weight forward one more time. Bring your hands to the inside of your leg. Keep your right hand on the floor. Inhale, left arm up towards the ceiling for a nice big spine twist. Go ahead, bring your left hand back down towards the floor. Tuck your right toes under, lift that right knee, and then step your 2 feet together. Inhale up into a half lift. Exhale down into a forward fold. And this time, step your left leg back. Bring that left knee down towards the floor. You can inhale, lift yourself up. You can stay right here, or you can shift that right foot forward, shift your hips forward. And let's work to bring our elbows, our delightful crossed elbows towards the thigh. Just bringing the weight forward a little bit more. Bringing those hands down towards the floor. Inside of your foot, left hip draws back a little bit, left hand down on the floor. Inhale, right arm up towards the ceiling. Really try and touch it, engage through your back. Exhale, right hand comes back down outside of your right foot. Send that right foot forward, flex your toes back towards your face into your big hamstring stretch. We did that differently on the other side, didn't we? Nah, it happens. Go ahead, bring that right foot back down towards the floor. Bring your hands inside of the right foot, tuck your left toes under, lift up that left knee, step your left foot forward, open your feet about mat width distance apart, turn your toes out and your heels in. Just get a nice big stretch. Go ahead, bend your knees, coming into a supported squat, straighten your legs 2 more times. Go ahead, bend your knees, straighten your legs. Last time, bend your knees, transfer your hands or your elbows to your thighs. Take a moment, drop a shoulder forward. Drop the opposite shoulder forward. Release your chest down. And then find rounding in your back as you slowly roll yourself all the way up. Inhale, your arms up overhead. Exhale, relax your arms down by your side. highly recommend you find some more opportunity for stretching throughout the day. Whether you're sitting at your desk and you take a nice little figure 4 stretch, or you do the same thing while you're sitting on your couch or bed watching TV, even just getting up and finding some opening of the hips, a little engagement of the quads, even to the back, some tic-tacs of the legs. That's all I have for you today. I look forward to seeing you again on Wednesday for core and stretch. Till then, have an awesome rest of whatever day it is that you checked out this video.